I started listening to classical music on a regular basis, I really started seeing a positive effect of it. And because of this, I decided to tell you in this video how to adapt this time spending into your routine life, and also I will share with you my personal experience. First of all, you should understand that there are different kinds of classical music, and some of it can be suitable for you, and some of authors can be not interesting, boring, strange, and unsuitable. That is why it is essential to find the best for your mental health styles. And also you should understand that during the day we have different needs, and you can vary the style of classical music, paying attention to the time when you do it. For example, if we talk about me, I can't listen to like boring music, classical music in the morning. So it is very important for me to listen to like such kind of music for what I can dance, like pop, something popular now. But if we talk about evening and time before sleep, I choose that kind of classical music where is only one instrument, and I prefer piano. For me, it influences my brain much more effectively, and when I listen to only like fortepiano, it is much easier for me to go to bed and sleep faster. But if we talk about like music that I choose to make my like mental psychological practices in notebook, I can find like music where there are a lot of instruments, like concert from theater, and my brain start like reacting much more faster. My thoughts become more like structured, and you should understand again that if you want to adapt listening to classical music in your routine life, you should understand which kind of music you like during the day. If you don't like some kind of style, if you start listening to it, the whole process will not bring you pleasure, and it will be impossible to make a habit. And now I would like to tell you my story, my personal experience that can like be an example of my not suitable behavior firstly. And when I changed it, everything becomes easier, and I was able to adapt this time spending into my life. So it is all that I have already told you before. So because of the fact that I played piano in the music school, I was in the world of like such music from the childhood. When I graduated from this organization, I hated playing the piano, and I didn't even listen to classical music at all. But then, after several years, I came to the conclusion that now it is essential to start listening to different like music plays because this really has health effect on our body, not only mental but also physical health. And when I understood that now I don't spend any time on this process, I started thinking how to adapt it into my life. And one idea came to me to start listening to it when I drive a car, in the morning and in the after university. And when I had a lot of problems in my life, when I needed to give myself opportunity to think about something, I was not able to listen to like pop music or popular music in the car, and I started listening to classical music. But then it became a habit, and classical music started associates with the problems, and it was possible for me to listen to it only when I am in depression, like depressive mind, like depressive mood. And because of this fact, when I have had great mood, I was funny, I didn't spend time doing this. And so when the period of time became better, I stopped listening to classical music because it started associates with like depressive thoughts. And that first experience, first attempt to adapt this classical music into my life was like a trouble, a bit. And because of this, and because of the fact that I want you to start doing this correctly, I tell you about my experience, my mistake. And then, after several years, when I started working on my life and wanting to create my dream routine, I came to the conclusion that I should renew this time spending. But I started thinking about it in a more wide way, and I started analyzing my common routine and asking the question, where is the most comfortable time for you, and where I can spend time listening to classical music now. And because of the fact that I have already had a habit to listen to something before the sleep, I understood that maybe I should change my one habit to another more healthy habit, because I had problems when I listen to videos, useful podcasts, lectures about psychology, mental health, or something like this. My brain started working again, and if I was too tired, I didn't listen to what they talked about. So I heard that they were talking about something, but in reality I didn't like really understood about which they talked about, and such information was useless for me, not valuable, because of the fact that I wasn't concentrated, and I only started like sleeping. And if I don't, but it was one side of this like coin. Another side of this habit was that if I started listening to what these specialists talked about, my brain started working, and the problem was that I stopped wanting to sleep and I started having insomnia. And that is why I came to the conclusion that it is awful to spend this time before sleep listening to even healthy podcasts and videos. And my wish to listen to classical music was very suitable for such situation. And when I changed this approach to my time before sleep, I understood that it was not difficult to adapt classical music on my regular basis, because I have already had a habit to listen to something before. And also I solved the problem of insomnia. And I think that if you start thinking how to adapt listening to classical music into your personal life, you will find the most suitable like time periods that can, where this time spending can be the most comfortable for you. And you can do it not only before sleep, but also you can start listening to classical music when you run, or when you swim in the swimming pool, or when you walk in the park. So you should think about all psychological techniques that I'm talking you about in this training in a more flexible way, because if you want to create your dream life, you should firstly know what is suitable and comfortable for you, and only after you understand yourself great, you can adapt all useful instruments into your routine life. And my goal is to help you to make all this process much faster and easier, because without these two components it would be very difficult to make from one action like a habit, and without habit you will need too much energy to do it on a regular basis. And so I really think that classical music can improve your life, but you will feel pleasure only if you understand how to adapt this process into your life in a more calm way, and without any like barriers when you feel something strange, that it is not comfortable for you and something like that. So my advice again is to think about habits that you already have, if you understand that they are negative, it is impossible to like abandon them, like, and like stop doing this without anything else. So when you have negative habit, it is essential not only to stop doing this like action, but also to think what you can put into this time that would be like free for you. And if you find the most interesting another habit that can be quite useful for you, you will be in shock how it was easy to like stop having this negative habit.